Hey mamas, so today's video is going to suit some and is not going to suit others. It is going to be very honest. It's a combination of blow drying your hair with volume and blow drying hair hacks. So it is, in all honesty, suited to hair that is fine to medium in density and straight to slightly wavy in texture. If you have super curly, super frizzy, lots and lots of hair, blow drying your hair yourself into this big, beautiful, bouncy wave is friggin' difficult. I couldn't even do that on myself. I've been hairdressing, what, 10, 11 years now? It's hard. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I see all these clips on YouTube with all these big, beautiful, bouncy waves and just do it yourself like this and like this. And I'm looking at their hair texture going, you have the easiest hair texture to do that on. That is so hard to teach somebody that just has out of control frizzy hair. And I know that it sucks to hear that if you have it, but it's a reality. If you've got an hour, totally you can learn. But if you're a mum like me, what I'm doing here, 10 minutes, it's not going to happen. Alright, so there's a couple of options the whole way throughout this. So you can use product, you cannot use product. You can use 2 different types of brushes, and you need your hair dryer. So combo number 1, if you have a hair dryer with a nozzle, the nozzle directs the airflow. So you can use a round brush like this, easy peasy, or you can use a paddle brush, no worries. If you do not, it's stuck. If you do not have the nozzle, you want to only be using a paddle brush. If you're experienced in blow drying, cool, use your round brush, but without a nozzle, you have no air direction. So air is just going everywhere. So if you're new at this, you've got no air direction and you've got this brush, hair's gonna go everywhere, things are gonna get stuck, I'm gonna get in trouble, it's not gonna work. It's not. Okay, so I'm going to blast dry my hair. You want your hair to be blast dried upside down, about 90% dry. By flipping your head upside down, you're pushing your hair in the opposite direction, so you're giving it that lift. If you're blow drying straight down on top, that's going to be flattening. So if you have frizzy hair, there you go, there's a lesson. There's something for you in this video. Blow dry your hair straight down like this. Okay, so I'm going to flip my head upside down, get it 90% dry, and then we're going to get some brush work in there, and then these are amazing Velcro rollers. I'm sure your Nana had them. They're actually really, really easy and they're super fast and helpful for giving volume. Back to basics, this is what you need. Product options. If you want something a little heavier and it has a bit more grunt to it, I'm going to use the O&M Rootalicious. I love this one for giving volume, and I love that it has a little nozzle, so you just spray it directly in, no sticky fingers. It's awesome. If you want something a little bit lighter, Kevin Murphy's Antigravity spray gives volume. It is completely oil free, so it's nice and light, and it's not going to go heavy and sticky towards the end of the day. It's beautiful. You can spray it through your ends as well, and you can still get the brush through. Nothing's going to get stuck. Alright, I'm going to use something a little bit heavier. How easy is that? No sticky fingers. Hey Bumble! Hi! You gonna come say hi? She's just hanging over the couch watching me. She was supposed to be sleeping. My loud chainsaw voice ended it. Are you guys ready for this? I don't think a lot of you actually know just how much hair I have. I also get Cezanne smoothing treatments 1 to 2 times a year depending on the length of my hair. But are you ready? Ta-da! I am like a lion. I have a lot of frizzy hair. You guys are learning from this. Alright, so first things first, what we're going to do is section out the top section where we're going to get most of our volume from. Flip it away. Now, tie the bottom back. So what we're going to do is work on the top section. Tying the bottom back or the underneath back just gives you a little bit more structure and tidiness to what you're doing, so there's hair not getting caught everywhere. Alright. Where's another hair tie? Hello, did you take all my hair ties? Yes. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to be blow drying this hair forward and then setting it back in a roller. Now, the trick to how wide your sections are is how wide the roller is. So if you've got a roller this wide and your section comes out to here, you're going to get kinks and bumps. It's not going to work. The same thing as if you take your section this wide, you're not going to get your roller in there. Alright, so clipping this one away to the side. I find it easier to work back to front so that you can put your roller in and then keep going, as opposed to working front to back, putting your roller in, and then you can't see what you're doing. It's in the way. Okay. Right now I can't pick you up. I'm really sorry. And you can't sit on my knee because that's not going to work either. Alright, so I'm going to do one with a round brush and then I'll show you one with a paddle brush. No. Alright, section dry. Stick your roller up into the ends. And then roll it all, I can't see in the mirror, roll it all the way down. Cool. Next section. So again, doing the same thing, bringing it forward. Baby, you're such a good helper. Now if you've got a lot of hair like me and the rollers are kind of wobbling around a little bit, just stick a little clip in there or a little pin. Ta-da! So that is going to sit while we do the underneath. So with the underneath, what we're going to do is just get it smooth. So on this side I'm going to use a paddle brush so that you can see, and on this side I'm going to use my round brush. Oh no, don't eat that. So splitting your hair into two. can push that through and clip it to the other side to keep it away. So paddle brush, oops, sorry. So paddle brush, you're coming straight through and down. So you're following your brush with your dryer. Now this should never sit on here. This drives me insane when I see, and I'm going to say hairdressers, putting the nozzle of their dryer onto the brush. The hair can heat up to 300 degrees between there. You are doing more damage than if you were to iron it over and over again. It is hot. So following your brush, just keeping it at a nice safe distance. I know it's easy to balance on there, but you are just going to ruin your hair. Don't do it. So with a paddle brush, you're going to get it smooth, but it's not going to be completely sleek. That's fine. If you run over that 3 times until it's dry and you just need to tweak the ends with the irons, perfect. Easy. Other side we're going to do with a round brush. A round brush is going to get it smoother, but it does take a little bit more practice using one of these. So if you need to start off with your paddle brush, then once you're good, switch to this one. Easy. You just do what you have to do. Got super straight here and you don't need to smooth it with a brush and you've just watched all that and gone, blow dry your hair upside down, add product or don't add product, whatever you want to do. Flip your head upside down, get the whole thing completely dry, then just stick these rollers in the top. The rollers in the top are huge for getting the volume. The hair's cooling down as it's sitting up. Alright, moment of truth, is this going to work? Take them all out. Ha! Ha! Are you playing in Penny's water bowl? Oh, she's obsessed with the dog's water bowl. It's so gross. Woo! Told you, volume. Alright, get your fingers through it, push it around wherever you want to place it, whether you want to part it in the middle, part it to the side. I always have mine pushed over. Done. Big sexy blow dry. Easy. Now, if you've got super fine hair, try really hard not to keep playing with it. The oil in your fingers is what's going to bring that down. Cool? Uh-oh.